What did you not know about sex until you lost your virginity? 1. It pains me to write this. I didn't know Magnum condoms were for larger penises, so I got some BC. The gold and black on the box looked cool. Literally was like a plastic grocery bag holding a baguette. 2. How awkward all the movements are until you get used to it with your partner. It's basically a naked dance. 3. Shower sex isn't extra slippy. It's actually less wetness. Read ahead. 37 people have given the same answer to this. We know wafer isn't lube. We all know. Let it go. 4. Cleaning up afterwards showed me the importance of planning it, not having sex in a car. Yeah, I had no idea that couldn't came back out. I just expected it to stay inside or something. Same. IDK what I was thinking, like maybe there was a pocket to hold the cum inside me. Mayo. Ah, the old cum pocket bamboozle. I know it well. Edit. Oh god, not my most popular comment being about a cum pocket. 5. That cum does not in fact taste how it looks. Okay, I'm curious as to what you thought it looked like it should taste like. Cinnabon topping, yeah. 6. Your family can hear you. Or that it sometimes has a very recognizable smell. Years ago I worked as security at a local theme park. I noticed a car hanging around in the employee parking lot that shouldn't have still been there after closing. When I drove up and knocked on the fogged-up window, they rolled it down to talk to me. The smell that emerged from the open window was very strong. I told the two very embarrassed girls in the car that that wasn't the place and they needed to move along. When they came through the security post to go to work the next few days, they wouldn't look me in the eye. 7. Not me, but my friend thought the vagina was on the front. He came out and was shocked it was on the bottom. 8. That laughter is part of great sex. 9. Chest farts. Didn't realize that was a thing until it happened. One of my ex thought I farted during the act, but it was a chest fart. She looked at me confused and we slightly lauded it off. After 2 minutes another came and she pushed me back saying, "Are you serious? 1, I can understand, but 2, you're disgusting." I then explained to her that it was chest farts and we laughed so much. It was actually a pretty funny moment, lol. 10. That it's like not a huge event, big deal to do. If you would have told me at the age of 13/15 that my husband and I could just have sex at 2:43 p.m. on a Thursday in between folding laundry and going to Walmart, I would have never in a million years believed it. 11. Butthole visibility during doggy style. Porn did not prepare me for it. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't a negative realization. I just remember thinking, wow, that's just her entire butthole, and I got self-conscious about where to look, and if I was staring at it too long. I brought it up afterwards by asking, is it weird that I can just see your butthole, to which she replied, I mean, it wasn't until you said something. TL. DR unexpected eye contact. Don't bring it up. 12. Lasting too long is just as much of an issue as blowing your load quickly. Both physically and mentally, especially with a partner that won't understand. I'm on a lot of medications. It's pretty much impossible for me to finish. Like I can feel it all building up and it's like I'm almost there. And then that's just where I stay. Hanging off the edge of the cliff. 13. It's a lot of work. Work on your cardio, guys. I was sweating like a motherfucker my first time, lol. 14. I didn't know what to do after I got my penis into her vagina. We just hold still and kiss in this position? It wasn't until I started pulling out that I realized I wanted it right back in there. Lol. This reminds me of the story of the doctor who had a visit from a young married couple who had grown up quite sheltered. After a year of married life, she still wasn't pregnant and they were concerned something was wrong. After asking some questions, he had them explain what they were doing. Every step. Then he said, next time you get to there, move back and forth. They came back a week later, all smiles, to thank him. 15. I was so innocent, at 19, that I thought men had 2 ball sacks. Like that balls were literally 2 separate balls, not 2 balls in 1 sack. I asked that poor guy, what's wrong with you? And he, being honestly a great dude, just laughed and asked me what I thought was wrong. This moment brought to you by the Catholic school system. 16. We had sex. She said she was on the pill. I came as soon as she said that. I was horny again in about 5 minutes. She said we couldn't have sex again because the pill was only good for 1 shot every 24 hours. Welcome to ignorant and innocent Ireland in 1978. 17. that technically women can rape men. Woke up to a girl straddling me and literally in the middle of the act. At first it was like a dream becoming reality. Later, it just felt wrong and awful and really unfortunate. 18. That porn gets nothing right. I tried getting my girlfriend in different positions that I had seen in porn, and neither of us were enjoying it. Once I realized that it was all about being in a rhythm with one another, it turned out to be amazing. 19. Sometimes your dick will betray you and you can't get hard no matter how much you want to. Your finger and your tongue is your best friends to salvage the situation. 20. I never knew I could come so fast. In and bang. Literally, it was the warmest, softest, smoothest, wettest, tightest without hurting place I had ever been. It was like sliding into a velvety love place. Luckily I have this ability to stay hard after countless times. At the same time, I never knew making a woman scream my name in the right way could be exciting. Also, having a woman laying out before you, naked, wanting you, asking for you is the most powerful thing I have ever experienced. That first time got me the highest I have ever been. I was shaking for an hour afterwards. 21. How dumb boys can be? I got in trouble because I didn't bleed and therefore apparently couldn't have been a virgin. His sister who is a chemist confirmed this theory, and she would know cause she's a chemist. 22. Not sex per se, but every time in my life I crossed a sexual threshold, I would ejaculate without even being touched. Like the first time I touched bare boobs I came in my pants, and she was so puzzled as to why I suddenly wasn't interested anymore. Or the first time a girl took my hand and directed it to inside of her shorts. The second I felt wetness I blew my load. The girl at least knew what happened and understood. She was super cool about it and ended up seeing it as an opportunity to teach me how to pleasure her. So I guess what I learned is that literally everyone is different. 23. That an intense, female, orgasm and a seizure can look remarkably similar. Her, why the fuck did you stop? Me. Sorry. You hadn't taken a real breath in over a minute, and your eyes were rolled back and you were convulsing. Thought you might actually be dying. 24. That coming quick doesn't mean you're finished unless one or both of you decides it does. I remember nutting in like 30-ish seconds, if that, and rushing out of the room to try to rinse out the condom and put it back on and act like there was some kind of malfunction instead of just admitting that I came. Obviously that was idiotic, so I came back ultra embarrassed just holding this poor trash bag black condom like I'm sorry, I couldn't use it more, and she immediately said just put on another one. Like a lightning bolt hitting me I realized that I could just use more than one condom. But also not having more condoms or not staying hard after coming isn't the end either. Hands and mouths are more than enough. 25. That girls are horny as well and that the level of sexual arousal of a girl before you start having sex is more important than how good you are stimulating her. As a matter of fact, I made my first girlfriend come the very first time we interacted sexually. Probably not because I was that good, more because she was very aroused before we even started.